Friends, welcome. I welcome you all in this fluid mechanics lecture. In the previous lecture, we have left this session at this particular problem. I think all of you have solved this problem and you have got the correct answers. Is there any doubt in this particular problem? Has any difficulty in solving this problem? If you don't know how to do the differentiation of this equation, or you might have felt difficulty in solving any other part. So u equal to equation is 2 by 3 y minus y square. It is very simple differentiation of this equation with respect to y. Du by dy is equal to 2 by 3 minus 2y raised to 2 minus 1 minus 2, right? It is n minus 1, that is 2 minus 1. So it will become 2 by 3 minus 2y only, right? So it's quite simple kind of differentiation. So let us solve the another type of problems, variety of problem here from this viscosity only. Let us write down the problem. Two horizontal plates are placed 1.25 centimeter apart. 1.25 centimeter apart, comma, the space between them being filled with oil of viscosity 14 poise. 14 poise. Calculate shear stress in oil. Calculate shear stress in oil if upper plate is moved. If upper plate is moved with velocity of 2.5 meter per second. 2.5 meter per second. This is the problem. All of you have written this problem. Now let us solve this one. So let us read first what is given. Two horizontal plates. Okay, there are two plates, horizontal plates are there, are placed 1.25 centimeter apart. There are two plates. Say this is one plate. Okay, this is the surface, and this is another plate. Okay, this is one plate and this is another plate, and they are separated by a distance of 1.25 centimeter. This distance between the two plate is 1.25 0.25 centimeter. And these two plates, the space between these two plates is being filled with oil. हा जो स्पेस आहे तो ऑइलने फिल केलेला आहे, ज्याची विस्कॉसिटी दिलेली आहे त्यांनी 14 points. ओके, अँड वी हॅव टू कॅल्क्युलेट शिअर स्ट्रेस इन द ऑइल. ओके, स्ट्रेस कधी तयार होईल? ज्यावेळेस देर इज अ मोशन. ओके, ह्या दोन्ही प्लेट either this both plates will be in motion or either one of the plate will be in motion. Okay, so whenever there is a motion, then and then only that viscosity is going to occur. This viscosity is the phenomenon of motion. It is a phenomenon of flow. If there is no flow or there is no motion, then this viscosity, it don't have any role, because in its definition itself, what we have mentioned there, it is the resistance to motion, or it is the resistance to the flow. If there is no flow, then what is where this resistance is going to occur? Okay, so you have to keep this thing in mind, that viscosity is a flow phenomenon or motion phenomenon. If there is no velocity, if there is no flow, then there will be no viscosity. Okay, means that viscosity is not going to occur there. Okay, so now here we have to calculate the shear stress in this fluid. Means there is a motion of the plates. If the upper plate is moving with velocity, means this upper plate is moving with a velocity of 2.5 meter per second. If वरची plate त्या ठिकाणी motion मध्ये, let us say it is moving in this velocity, in this direction. Okay, and this plate is stationary plate. Okay, and this plate is moving with velocity 2.5 meter per second, and we have to find out what is the shear stress in the oil. The oil मध्ये shear stress काय generate होईल, that we have to find out. So now here we have discussed the equation. We know the equation of shear stress. What is that equation?
Tau is equal to mu into du by dt.
Correct. So that equation is tau is equal to mu into du by dy. This equation, right? Now out of this here, now we have to calculate the shear stress. Means we have to find out what is the value of tau, right? And to find out that value, we require this value and this value. Right? Now first of all, let us write down the given things. Whether mu is given, yes, it is given. It is 14 points. So you can convert that in SI unit. It will become, if you divide it by 10, it will become 1.4 Pascal second. Okay, this is the value of mu. Then next thing is given about the velocity. Okay, the velocity is given. V is equal to velocity of upper plate is given. So let us denote the velocities by a letter V1 and V2. Okay, so V1 is 0 and V2 is equal to, it is 2.5 meter. Then the distance between the two plates is given, that is 1.25. So this distance. So we can denote this distance by letter Y1 and Y2. Okay, and we can write here dy is equal to Y2 minus Y1, or directly you can write down the distance between these two, that is 1.25. This is it is in centimeter. So you can write here 1.25 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. Okay, in meter you can write down this distance. Now here we want to find out the relative velocity between this, because in our equation we are concerned with the du. Okay, that is difference or the change in the velocity. So lower plate is moving with 0 velocity, upper plate is moving with some velocity. So here we can write dv is equal to v2 minus v1. I can write here 2.5 minus 0 is equal to 2.5 meter per second, right? So this is the change in velocity. So dv we have got here, dy it is given here. So we can put these values in this equation. So here instead of du we can write here dv. So put that values in this equation and find out the answer. Tau is equal to 1.4 into 2.5 divided by 1.25. It will get cancelled. Now here, once again, 1.25 into 10 to the power minus 2 that we have to write, because it is in centimeter. So conversion is like this. So this will get cancelled and become 2, and this will become power plus 2. So 1.4 into 2, it will become 2.8 into 100. So you will get here 2800 or 28 single zero, not double zero. 280 Newton per meter square. Okay, and this is the answer here that we have got. Have anyone solved this? Do the calculation part. समझ लगा सगळ्यांना how we have to solve this problem? Correct. See, एक प्लेट आता या ठिकाणी मोशन मध्ये आहे, दुसरी प्लेट स्टेबल आहे. सो द डाउट माइट हॅव कम इन युअर माइंड दॅट if both plates are in motion, then what velocity we have to take? So you have learned this thing in the dynamics, relative motion part there. If this plate is moving in this direction and this plate is moving in this direction, then we have to do what we have to do. Yes, anyone? Do the addition of velocities, and if both plates are moving in the same direction, then you do the subtraction. So like that you can find out the dv, okay, change in velocity. So I suppose that no one has any having any doubt. If you are having, then you can put your doubt in chat box here right now. And if you understood, do the calculation part and check whether your answers are coming correct or not. I will wait here. This is the third type or third category of problem. I hope that all of you are solving the problem and attending the lecture seriously. So let us solve one more problem. This is similar to the previous one, but the condition is somewhat different in this problem. What the condition is different here? Instead of horizontal surface, the surface is inclined. You can observe in the figure here. Write on the problem. A body with gravity force of 500 Newton with a flat surface area 0.2 meters square slides down a lubricated inclined plane making a 30-degree angle with horizontal for viscosity of 0.1 kg second per meter square. 0.1 kg second per meter square and body speed of 1 meter per second. Body speed of 1 meter per second. Full stop. Determine the lubricant film thickness. Determine the lubricant film thickness. Is it what? Writing the problem?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us understand the problem. A body with gravity force of 500 Newton. So the gravity force means its weight of that object. It is given, weight of the body is given. That is 500 Newton with a flat surface area. So that body, let us consider that body is having this shape, parallel piped, we can say. Okay, and it is having surface area which is denoted by letter AS is here, having surface area of 0.2 meters square. Okay, and its weight is how much? It is 500 Newton. The weight always acts toward the center of Earth, toward the center of gravity of the Earth. So this weight 500 Newton, it will act in downward direction. Okay, slides down a lubricated inclined plane. So there is a one plane, and how it is? It is inclined. Inclined plane is there. So you can see here in the diagram. This is the plane shown here, and it is lubricated. Okay, there is some oil on this surface, inclined surface, making a 30-degree angle with horizontal. This plane, which is lubricated, it is making an angle of 30 degree with the horizontal. So this angle will be 30 degree, right? For viscosity of 0.1 kg second per meter square. Now this viscosity is given the unit as a kg second. So you can do the conversion of this kg to Newton by multiplying this value by 9.81. Okay. So the viscosity mu, you can write down here 0.1 kg second per meter square. And if you multiply this value by 9.81, then its unit will be Newton second per meter square, right? It may be, I think, 0.981 Newton second per meter square. This mu is given here. And moving with a speed of 1 meter per second, this object is moving with a speed of 1 meter per second. So here we will use the notation V1 is equal to 0 because this is stationary meter per second, and V2, that is the velocity of this object, is equal to 1 meter per second, right? So that we have got here. Determine the lubricant film thickness. Here we have to determine what is the thickness of the lubricating oil which is placed here. Okay, सरफेस वरती जे टाकलेलं lubricating oil आहे त्याचा thickness जो आहे तो thickness आपल्याला या ठिकाणी फाइंड आउट करायचा आहे. This thickness इथून ते इथपर्यंतचा. Okay, I will clear it so that you will get the clear idea about it. हा thickness जे surface आणि object ह्याच्यामधला जो space आहे, that space which is being filled with the oil, that thickness we have to find out. Okay, this is the problem. Now here, how we can proceed to solve this problem? Which formula we have to use to find out that thickness? And this thickness, it can be denoted by letter, as in previous problem we have done here, that dv or du is equal to, it is nothing but v2 minus v1, right? It is 1 minus 0, that is equal to 1 meter per second. It is dv. Similarly, this thickness is nothing but it is the distance between these two objects, one that plate and the surface. Okay, so here directly you can write dy is equal to that thickness of oil, and that we have to find out. Determine the film thickness, lubricating film thickness. Here we have to find out this dy, right? What is the formula to find out the shear stress? It is tau is equal to mu into du by dy, right? Or dv by dy. Now this mu is given, this dv is given, this one, and dy is not given. Whether tau is given, tau is also not given, but we can find because the weight is given. The weight of the object which is acting toward the center of Earth, W is equal to 500 Newton. But we cannot take this weight directly because it is acting in downward direction. This is a force, but it is acting in downward direction. We want the force which is acting in this direction, right? This is the component of weight. This is the weight. Weight's a component. Yeah, direction of the component. This is required because object is moving in this direction. We want shear stress. So shear stress जो object त्या oil मध्ये induce होणार आहे, that is here, and त्याची direction कशी असेल? This one, right? So we want to find out that shear stress, and that shear stress formula, already one formula we know that this is the formula, but with this formula we cannot directly find out the value of shear stress. But shear stress is nothing but it is force per unit area, right? Stress is nothing but it is force per unit area, and this shear stress is nothing but here in this particular case it is weight of the object per unit area. Now this weight, but it is acting in this direction. So here you can say it is a W component. Okay, it is not exact weight, it is component of the weight. The weight is acting in downward direction, but here we want a component in this direction. Now how we can resolve this single force into component? In engineering mechanics we have learned how to resolve the forces. Can anyone tell me? What will be the component of this 500 Newton force in the direction of motion? This is a W, and we want to find out this component.
500 sin 30.
Correct. 500 sin 30. So let us, other students, please have attention here. Suppose if I draw this line here in a straight line, so it will form a right angle triangle. This angle is 30 degree, this is 90 degree. So this angle will be 60 degree. Okay. And this force is acting in downward direction. Here, you can resolve this force like this. This is the triangle, right? This force is acting in downward direction. This angle is 60 degree, and this is the component here that we have to find out. This is angle 30, and this is 500. So here, if you want to resolve this in this direction, okay, as a normal जो आहे तो असा आहे, या surface normal direction जे असे आहे. This is 60 degree, so this will be 30 degree because it is normal means 90 degree angle. Okay, so again this will become 30 degree. So either you can write down this component as 500 cos 60 because या force या direction मध्ये component या axis वरती component काय असेल cos 60. ठीक आहे, किंवा हा जर आपण अँगल घेतला तर काय होईल, हा component काय येईल या ठिकाणी? Yes,
500 sin 30.
Sin 30, correct. 500 sin 30. So either you can write down there the component of weight as 500 cos 60 or 500 sin 30. Both will be having the same value. Sin 30 value and cos 60 value is same, right? So this is basic concept you have learned in the engineering mechanics, how to resolve the two forces. Okay, So I will, to refresh your mind, I will write down here so that you will not get any trouble while solving this problem. Okay. So this is the resultant force. Say R is its value, and it is making an angle theta here. So this component on this component will be R cos theta, and this component of this force will be R sin theta. Okay. So this same concept we have implemented here, and we can write here this as the what I can say 500 cos 60. Now here we got the component 500 cos 60 is how much it is? It will become 250 because sine 30 is one half. So 1/2 by 500, 500 by 2 will become 2.250 Newton, right? So this much is the component, it is acting in this direction. So now we want to find out the value of tau. Shear stress. Shear stress is nothing but it is force per unit area, or it is the component of weight per unit area. The unit area means what? Unit area of this plate. The plate's a unit area. Right. So what is the plate's unit area? It is given 0.2. So you can write here 250 divided by 2, you will get 125 Newton per meter square. Okay. Is there any doubt? 125 Newton per meter square will be the value of tau. Now put that value of tau here. 125 is equal to the value of mu. Value of mu, how much it is? 0.981 into dV. dV is 1 divided by dy. Take this dy on the LHS and take this 120 on RHS. So dy will be equal to 0.981 divided by 125. Tell me the answer. Yes. What is the answer? (7.848 10 to the power minus 3). Correct. So Mayur has got the correct answer here. So the value of thickness, it is has come 0.785 mm. Here, is there any mistake? 500 Newton.
साइन 60 पाहिजे का सर?
नाही नाही cos 60 बरोबर आहे. सरफेस एरियाने आपण डिवाइड केलं नव्हतं टाऊला. 250 divided by 0.2. So that value of tau has to be corrected there. Here. हा 250 आला आपला फोर्स, बरोबर आहे. आपण त्याला डिवाइड कितीने केलं? 2 ने केलं. हे ऍक्च्युअली इट इज 0.2 ने डिवाइड करायचं ते. 250 divided by 0.2. You will get 1250. 1250. This is the value of tau. Then 1250 is equal to 0.1981 into 1 upon dy. And you will get the answer as 0.785 mm or 0.784, and something more value will be there. That much. If you round it up, and you will get 0.785 mm. Okay. Actually, you will get this value 10 to the power minus 3. So 10 to the power minus 3 meter means it is mm. So this conversion already you have written in the first page of your notebook. So the thickness will be thickness of the plate will be 0.785 millimeter. Has everyone understood this one? Is there any doubt? Yes. I think no one is having any doubt. प्रत्येकाचा झाला का सोडून problem? If you have not yet solved it, if you are doing the calculation part, note down the answer. Do the calculation part later. Put your answers in the chat box. The next property, the viscosity is over now. We are going to learn the next property of the fluid, that is surface tension. Okay. So should we take here one pole? Pole create करावं लागतो इथे कधी. Okay, solve this problem. I will wait here for a minute. And if you are facing any difficulty, then tell me.
सर तुम्ही प्रॉब्लेम दिलाय का?
तोच प्रॉब्लेम ज्यांचा राहिला त्यांना सोडवायला सांगितलं. मी एक तुम्हाला तुमच्यासाठी एक हे तयार करतोय, एक पोल तयार करतोय, एक क्विज, एक छोटा क्वेश्चन, सो दॅट यू हॅव टू अटेम्प्ट. Are you able to see the poll on your screen?
ब्लॅक स्क्रीन दिसते.
नाही, तिथं पोल असं काय दिसतंय का तुमच्या स्क्रीनवरती पोल आलाय असं?
नो सर.
Okay, I will स्क्रीन दिसते आता?
येस सर.
Resume share. Share. काय प्रॉब्लेम झाला? Yes, I think now it is visible. So now I am launching one poll. You have to answer that question. Okay, all of you. So we have the time of 1 minute. Within that 1 minute, you have to solve this question. Is it visible to all on your screen? (39 seconds, 40 seconds, last 20 seconds are there. See, from this quiz, I will get an idea how much students are attending the lectures attentively. One minute is over. Till students are solving this one, only 18 students have given the answers. So I will wait for another half an minute. I will suppose that some students have not got the idea about this. So meanwhile, I am going to take the poll like this. This will be surprise kind of questions or surprise test like that. Only 19 students have given the answers to the questions. Am I going to end this poll? 2 minutes are over. And I'm going to share the result. You can see out of 19 students, 2 students have opted for the first option. Then 1 student has opted the second option. 4 students have opted the third option, and 12 students, that is 63% of the students have attempted the opted for the fourth option. So I think which one is the true? Majority of the students have given the fourth option.
Newton second per meter.
Correct. So last option, that is fourth option, is the correct option here. So what about the other students? Why you have not attempted the quiz, this poll? Only 19 students have attended the poll. So I think most of the students, they might be unaware about this. This is the first time we are conducting the poll. So henceforth, त्याच्या पुढे ज्यावेळेस मी पोल घेईन त्यावेळेस सगळ्यांनी तो अटेम्प्ट करायचा आहे. So we'll come to know that which one is the correct answer to the particular option. So after few minutes, I will relaunch this another poll I will conduct. In that we will see the next property of the fluid. Surface tension. Here you can see there are three imageries or photos are there, and the phenomenon or reason behind all these three is the only one concept, that is surface tension is the responsible for these three phenomena. In the first photo, you may see seeing there one glass beaker is there, and one small pin it has put on the surface of water, and it is floating on the surface of water. Even though you might be knowing that these pins are generally made up of the metals, and metals are having more weight density than the water, or you can say they have the more specific gravity or greater than 1. So if any object is having specific gravity more than water, then it should sink down, but this pin is floating here on this surface of the water. So while putting this pin on the surface of water, it has care has been taken to not to disturb this surface much. Okay, and smoothly it has been put on the surface of water, and it is floating on the water. The reason behind this motion, this floating of the pin, is the surface tension. Okay, you might have seen during the rainy season, and whenever there is a such kind of storage of water is there, pond is there, or any lake is there, you might have seen such kind of insect, this walking on the water, surface of the water, surfing on the water, right? It is not sinking down. So the reason behind this, again, it is the surface tension is responsible for this. And the reason behind formation of the spherical shape of the ड्रॉपलेटचा जो स्फेरिकल शेप आहे, ते स्फेरिकल शेप होण्यामागचं हे कारण जे आहे, that is the surface tension. Because of the surface tension only, the raindrop or water drop or oil drop, any drop, it will become nearly spherical shape. Okay, when we see the raindrop is falling down, or if we throw the water up in the air, and you might observe that droplets, but that droplets are not exactly spherical in nature. Somewhat they are elliptical or such kind of shape you might be observing. So the question doubt might become in your mind that you are saying that it is spherical one, but this actual shape is not spherical. It is somewhat ellipsoid type. Okay, the reason behind that is the gravitational force is acting on this particular droplets, and because of that, this spherical shape will get distorted and it becomes somewhat bulged like this. Okay, if we remove the gravitational force, then this droplet, it should remain spherical in nature. Okay, so what is surface tension? Can anyone tell me? Is anyone having any idea about this concept, surface tension? Here, surface tension is nothing but it is the tensile force acting on the surface of any liquid which is coming in contact with either the liquid or coming in contact with the air. Now, in this particular case, this surface of liquid or surface of water, it is coming in contact with air, atmospheric air. Okay, and if you fill this water, this remaining part of the bottle or the beaker with oil, again that same surface, it may be behaving like a membrane under tension. Okay, so the condition behind surface tension is that this surface should be in contact with gases or air, or it is in contact with the other liquid surface. Okay, याच्यावरती oil जर आपण टाकलं तर that oil is having different surface and this water is having different surface. So that is the essential condition for that surface tension. Okay, so what is surface tension? Surface tension is nothing but it is the tensile force acting on this surface which is in contact with the gas, air, or with the any other liquid, and this surface behaves like membrane under tension. Membrane under tension. Okay, what is surface tension? It is the tensile force. So in mechanics you have learned different types of forces: compressive force, tensile force. Tensile force is the equivalent opposite force. Okay, they are moving away from each other, right? This is the tensile force, and if they are coming toward each other, then it become compressive force, right? This is the basic you have learned in the mechanics. So this tensile force acting on the surface of the water, a surface वरती त्या ठिकाणी act होत असतो, and because of that, this surface behaves like membrane under tension. What is membrane under tension? Membrane is nothing but it is thin layer. ओके, कापडाचे पण एखादी अशी एक लेअर घेतली, कापड घेतलं आपण, ठीक आहे, सर्क्युलर शेप मध्ये आपण एक कापड घेतलं आणि याच्या सर्व बाजूने आपण जर त्याला असं ओढून धरलं, ओके, काय केलं आपण ह्याला असं ताणून धरलं, देन वी कॅन कॉल this surface as a membrane under tension. Membrane means thin layer. हा जो surface आहे water surface, so it can be considered as a membrane. And how this is membrane? It is under tension. Okay, so because of this surface tensile force, this surface behaves like a membrane under tension, and because of that the spin, it will be observed as a floating, and these insects also it can slides or it can move on the surface of the water, and there is a formation of spherical shape of the bubble. Okay, now the question will arise, why this surface tension force it will occur there? What is the reason behind that? What is the cause behind the formation of surface tension force? To explain this, this is the figure you can see. Okay, in one of the previous lecture I have told you about the cohesive force, right? What is cohesive force? Can anyone repeat it once again on behalf of me? Can anyone tell me?
The force of attraction between two similar molecules.
Correct. So cohesive force is nothing but it is the force of attraction between two similar molecules, same kind of molecule. See, suppose this is a water, okay, and there is a air here, okay, above the surface. Now, if you consider the one molecule of water present over here, so what is going to happen here? This cohesive force is going to act on this molecule of water in same magnitude in all direction, because ह्या मॉलिक्यूलच्या वरती पण भरपूर या ठिकाणी वॉटर मॉलिक्यूल आहेत, ह्याच्या पण खाली वॉटर मॉलिक्यूल आहेत, इकडे पण वॉटर मॉलिक्यूल आहेत, इकडे पण वॉटर मॉलिक्यूल आहेत. मग याच्यावरती ऍक्ट होणारा जो टेन्साइल फोर्स आहे तो काय होईल, या ठिकाणी नलिफाय होऊन जाईल, बरोबर आहे. सेम इक्वल अँड अपोजिट फोर्सेस आर ऍक्टिंग ऑन दिस पर्टिक्युलर मॉलिक्यूल, राईट. पण जर हाच मॉलिक्यूल या ठिकाणी सरफेसच्या थोडा जवळ गेला, then what is going to happen? It will observe some less cohesive force from the upside than the downside, right? खालच्या बाजूने थोडा जास्त cohesive force असेल as compared to the वरती, कारण याच्या वरती एअर आहे, and air and water, it is having very less attractive force or adhesive force. They are different molecules. Okay, so the force of attraction between will be less, and if what will happen, if that molecule is present on the surface of that liquid, it is going to get attracted in downward direction in all direction except हा वरचा पार्ट जो आहे हा वरती एअर आहे, so there is no force of attraction from upper side, and because of that all the molecules which are present on the surface of the water, they are going to experience the tensile force. सगळे जे काही मोलिक्युल्स त्या सरफेस वरती प्रेझेंट असतात ते सगळेच मोलिक्युल्स दे आर गोइंग टू एक्सपिरियन्स दिस टेन्साइल फोर्स. दिस टेन्साइल फोर्स इज लिनियर इन नेचर. हा कसा फोर्स आहे, लिनियर आहे. म्हणजेच काय, फोर्स म्हटल्यानंतर या ठिकाणी त्याचं युनिट काय असणार आहे, न्यूटन. ओके, अँड व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द सरफेस टेन्शन, now this surface tension is nothing but it is the force acting per unit length of this surface. So the unit for this surface tension will be Newton per meter. SI unit will be Newton per meter. MKS unit, somewhere it might be have given here. Yes, MKS unit, it is kgf meter, kgf per meter. SI unit Newton per meter. Okay, and this surface tension, it is denoted by letter sigma. As sigma letter in it will be denoted. So I will read it the definition once again here. The surface tension is nothing but it is defined as the tensile force acting on the surface of the liquid. Now this is the surface of liquid. This surface tension force or surface tension property, it is not going to act here. हे फ्लुइड मध्ये दुसरीकडे कुठेही नसेल, ते कुठे असेल, फक्त सरफेस वरती ऍक्ट होत असेल. Either this surface or this surface if it is coming in contact with the other liquid, okay, or air. याच्यावरती जरी या ठिकाणी ऑइल असेल तेव्हाही त्या ठिकाणी सरफेस टेन्शन फोर्स ऍक्ट होईल, but its magnitude it may be different because oil molecule they may have some attractive force more as compared to the air. Okay, so tensile force acting on the surface of the liquid in contact with gas or on the surface between two immiscible liquids. What is the meaning of immiscible? The liquids which are not mixing with each other. Okay, that is called as the immiscible liquids or immiscible fluids. For example, water and oil. जर आपण याच्यामध्ये ऑइल ओतलं पाण्यामध्ये, तर what is going to happen? After a few minutes, that oil will be get collected on the surface of the water. Okay, so oil in water is immiscible. But between the water and milk, whether they are miscible or immiscible?
Miscible.
They are miscible. Okay, as they are miscible, because of that, some people add water in the milk. Okay, if they were immiscible, then after some times you might have observed that milk is floating on the water. कारण milk is specific gravity water पेक्षा कमी असते. So you might have observed that milk is floating on the water and water is here stored below. But as these two liquids are miscible liquids, so we cannot we cannot show the surface tension in it. For that, two immiscible fluids are required. Okay, such that the contact surface means this surface, which is in contact with the other liquid surface, behaves like a membrane under tension. Okay, this surface, it will behave like a membrane under tension. आता एक तुम्हाला एक्झाम्पल देतो. मेम्ब्रेन अंडर टेन्शन म्हणजे काय? सिंपल एक्झाम्पल आपण ह्याचं घेऊ शकतो. आपण जो आपला रबर असतो, फुगा असतो, फुगा आपण जर ताणून धरला तर तो कसा दिसतो? It will look like a membrane under tension. Membrane means thin layer which is acting under tension. Okay, so this is the surface tension phenomenon. The magnitude of this force per unit length of the free surface will have the same value as that of the surface energy per unit area. So it is not necessary to go in that much details. Just remember the unit of the surface tension as Newton per meter. It is a linear phenomenon. So it is having unit Newton per meter, or in MKS system it is having unit kg of force, kg of per meter. Okay. Now here liquid droplets, here we have observed it is spherical in nature, so it has been mentioned here. The surface tension is responsible for the shape of the liquid droplet, although easily deformed. जरी तो easily deformed होत असेल तरी पण त्याचा shape जो आहे it is somewhat spherical in nature. Droplet of water tends to be pulled into a spherical shape by imbalance in cohesive force of the surface layer. Okay, cohesive force मुळे त्या ठिकाणी काय होतो, तो spherical shape मध्ये येण्याचा प्रयत्न करतो. What is the reason behind that? Because the spherical shape, here you can read it. Spherical shape minimizes the necessary wall tension. कुठल्याही नेचर मध्ये कुठलाही ऑब्जेक्ट असेल, it tried to achieve the less potential energy, less energy. जर त्याच्यामध्ये जास्त एनर्जी असेल, it has the natural tendency to lose its energy, to lose its potential. For example, stone put on the table, okay, table वरती ठेवला दगड जो आहे, it has the tendency to fall down on the surface of earth because it has some potential energy which is denoted by letter OGH, right? So this stone or this object, it want to lose its energy and it want to become stable. Though right now it is stable, but it is potential, it is having potential to fall down. Okay, similarly spring, जर आपण दाबली अशी, ओके, नॅचरल पोझिशन मध्ये स्प्रिंग अशी आहे, ती आपण दाबून छोटी केली, then there is a potential energy present there. If you release it, it will release that energy. Okay, so every object it tries to reduce or to remove or get less energy. Okay, try to reduce its potential or energy from it. Similarly, any object, any droplet, it want to experience the minimum or least energy, and when the object, that droplet is spherical in nature, it will have the minimum surface tension force acting on it. Apart from this spherical shape, दुसऱ्या कुठल्याही शेप जर त्या ठिकाणी ऑब्जेक्ट असेल, then it is going to observe or experience more surface tension force than the spherical shape. Spherical shape असेल तर minimum surface tension force त्या ठिकाणी act होत असतो. Okay, because of that reason, that all types of droplets, liquid droplets, they try to achieve the spherical shape because it minimizes the tension. Okay, it minimizes the surface tension force. Okay, so the question might come on this particular point in the what I can say, in the MCQ, okay, in examination. Okay, so you might be able to tell this answer. So I think time is over now. I will take your attendance and then you can leave the session. So we'll stop here. Thank you for patiently listening.